All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. Let me see if I can turn this volume up. I don't think I can because I have it on the highest volume. Yep. I believe it's up, but I will talk louder. Is this better? I definitely don't have a problem with talking louder. So let me know. Okay, that's better. I will definitely speak louder. Okay. So congratulations on coming to the master class. That means that in one way or another, you realize that there is something that you do not know, and there is something that is missing from your business or from your life that's keeping you from going to the next level. And so tonight will be very interesting. Tonight will be very informative. So what you need to do is grab a piece of paper and make sure that you have a pencil so that you can jot down some of these nuggets that I'm going to be giving to you tonight. Also, I'm going to be giving away 2 or 3 freebies tonight. They are well valued, over about $400 to $500, the value in the freebies that I'm going to be giving out tonight. I'll tell you what to do and how to utilize the freebies once we get started, okay? All right. Now, I want to know who I am talking to on this webinar, who all is here. So what I would like for you guys to do is drop in a chat who I'm talking to, and I'm about to give you an example of how to drop this in a chat. And what they do is they call this your 30-second elevator pitch, right? It's the way that you introduce yourself to someone outside of just giving them your name. You want to introduce yourself and be able to tell the people what you do in about 30 seconds, you know, so that you can make a new client or get a new investor, right? So basically, I am Netasha Jazzy the Mogul Reed. I help entrepreneurs start, grow, and fund their businesses. Nice to meet you. And I will give that person my card or whatever it is that I have. Or if I have an e-card, I will text that to that person or airdrop your card to that person. So that is definitely a nugget. Write that down. You want to be able to know how to pitch yourself within 30 seconds and kind of let somebody know straight to the point what it is that you do and how you can assist them in their life and why they should make contact with you, okay? The main thing with business is sharing who you are and what you do with everybody that you come in contact with, and being able for them being able to understand exactly what it is that you do and why they should come in contact with you, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. People are still texting saying they can't get in. I can't worry about that right now. Everybody should have been logged in prior to the login time. So you definitely want to write that down. So go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat. Don't be shy on this class and this webinar. Take advantage of having somebody here that can critique what it is that you're doing. That way, if you're not saying it right, or if I don't understand it, that means that somebody else will not understand it. So go ahead and drop it in the chat. That way we can make sure that it's good, and at least you'll have your 30-second elevator pitch together and ready to go to the next level or as soon as you leave this webinar. That is what this is all about, and getting the information you need so you can get the ball rolling and get your business to the next level, okay? So we have Courtney Jean. She is the owner of Katie Bug's Virtual Assistant Business. Okay, Katie Bug's Virtual Assistant Business. That's awesome. That's awesome. Who else do we have in the webinar right now? I know Courtney is not the only person here. Who else do we have? Are y'all able to find the chat? If you're not able to find the chat, it's probably going to be in a drop-down menu or somewhere for you, but you should be able to find the chat so you're able to drop in the chat. who you are and what it is that you do. Okay. So, Tashima, what is it that you do? Can you tell us who you are, where you come from, and what is it that you do? Are you an entrepreneur? Do you own your own business? Or do you have a desire to own your own business? Okay, so I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay, Tashima's in Gary, Indiana, and she's the owner-operator of RFL Logistics, LLC. Okay, awesome, awesome, which means that she has a trucking company. Am I correct, Tashima? You own trucks, or do you do just dispatching and brokering, or do you actually own trucks? Do you drive, or do you have drivers? And that's basically the way that you introduce yourself to someone. Thank you, ladies, for participating in that. I'm not sure if we're the only ones on the webinar or not, but we're definitely going to keep right along moving, okay? So this webinar is basically about how to stop breaking even in your business and how to get to the profits and get to the profits now. A lot of business owners have a hard time doing that. Within this masterclass, I am going to introduce to you the 3 things that helped me get to the next level in my business, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about me and who I am and why I am helping you guys right now and what made me start to reach back out, reach down, and reach back to my community and help my people get to the place that I am now, okay? I am a mother of 5 children. I started having kids at a young age. I started having kids when I was 13 years old. By the time I was 21, I had all 5 of my kids. So I've always had to go over and beyond. I've always been different. My mind has always been on a different level than most people my age. I've been an entrepreneur. It says here for over 15 years, but I've been an entrepreneur for over 25 years, okay? I've been a successful entrepreneur for over 10 years, okay? So one thing that I know I had to do, which made the difference in the 25-year span from me being an entrepreneur for over 25 years, but only being successful for 10, is when I figured out that I needed to reach out, get help, get coaching, get a mentor, okay? Another thing, I am a serial entrepreneur, which means that I own multiple successful businesses in multiple different fields, okay? I own businesses in Texas and Georgia. I am the CEO and founder of Jazzy Lady Printing. We have retail locations in Texas and Georgia. We have a warehouse location in Grand Prairie, Texas, where we produce our bigger manufacturing. And we also just purchased a brand new warehouse and a car lot. They're going to double one and the same. That's exactly how much space we have. So we also have that in the works that didn't make it to this presentation. I'm also the owner of Jazzy Lady Management and Promotions, where we cater to the entertainment industry. We help artists and small record labels get their record label off the ground. We help them with promotions, marketing, tour booking, artist management, so on and so forth, things of that nature. I also own Maximum Tax Pros and Consulting. Within this business, I own 4 tax offices where we prepare taxes for individuals and businesses during tax season. I also provide tax training to where we help other people come into the tax business and earn 6 figures in a matter of 3 to 4 months in the tax business. We also, with our consulting business, we offer business credit and business funding consulting. We help our clients with that. I have helped my clients get over $500,000 in funding since 2020. I have also helped my clients get over $50,000 in business credit so far here in 2021 alone. That's just a little bit about some of the things that I have going on and that I do. I'm also an author. I know it can be a lie because, like I said, I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I am also an author. Within the last 2 to 3 years, my main focus has been on working on personal development and helping other people get to where I am and helping them break over those pain points that I wish I had someone to help me with. You know, I wouldn't be a 10-year successful business owner. I'd actually be, you know, further along in that if I would have just had somebody to help me and give out the information that I am about to share with you guys tonight, and so on and so forth, okay? So over the last few years, I've decided to tell my story, write books about business, help other entrepreneurs basically build their businesses and create 6-figure businesses from the comfort of their home or wherever they are. Right now, just like now, we may be having a problem with the volume because I'm not at my regular setup. Right now, I'm at one of my Airbnb locations. I do a lot of traveling right now. My businesses allow me to do that. So right now, I'm at one of my Airbnbs, and I don't have a microphone. I did not bring it, okay? So with that being said, I have decided to basically give back. So I've been giving back through my speaking engagement, my books, and other things, my school, master classes, and things like this where I reach out to other entrepreneurs and I try to help those that know that they need help in pursuing their career, okay? So I've written a couple books, you guys. Make sure you visit my website, gettingtotheprofits.com. You can definitely purchase the hard copy or the ebook of the Breakthrough Conference, the ABCs of Business, and some of my other things. I also have speaking engagements. I have past speaking engagements that I've done, and I have some speaking engagements coming up. The biggest thing of my speaking career is going to be the event that I have coming up in November with Les Brown, Trent Shelton, Dr. Cheryl Wood, Dr. Stacia Pierce, and other great speakers that you probably have heard of before. Go ahead and make sure you get the link. It's on my page and it's on the flyer. Go ahead and get that link so that you are able to register for that conference. It is a free conference. Those of you that have taken advantage of this free masterclass, you definitely understand the value of tapping into those type of leaders for the free, okay? And definitely whenever you do those type of conferences, there's always going to be some extra in there for you, okay? So they're going to be giving away all kind of free nuggets and free things for you to tap into, okay? So moving right along, I have invested, and I'm bringing this up, you guys, because I want you to know that over the years of me being in business, in order for me to get to where I am today and for me to become this successful business owner over the last 10 years is because I continue to invest in my education. I continue to invest in my personal development. I continue to invest in my businesses. If you plan on making a certain income, and you should always know that freedom number, it's called your freedom number, write that down. for your life and your family, you should know what income is going to make you comfortable. Within that income, you need to be spending about 10 to 20% of the desired income and investing it back into education, investing it back into your business, and investing it back into yourself. If you're not doing that, you're doing yourself a disservice, okay? So over the last 6 to 8 months, I would say since December of 2020 alone, this is not what I've spent over the course of my successful business career, but just since December of 2020 up until where we are now and counting, depends on what I stroll across that I feel like is a great investment. I have spent over $30,000, and that's a low number right now because I've made other investments, but I've spent over $30,000 in investing into my continuing education and personal development to become the person that I say that I want to become. To become the person and to be able to play in the fields and the ball game and be able to serve in the areas where I see myself and where I see myself getting my wealth and my millions from, and where I see myself getting my profits, right? And so these are the areas where you need to invest in your continuing education. So I've invested over $30,000, as you guys can see, on becoming a speaker, becoming an author, actually becoming a better, taking it to another level, getting coaches. So I believe I have like 2 or 3 different coaches. I have a coach, a life coach. I have a coach that helps me with my books. I have a coach that helps me with my speaking and presenting. I'm actually being coached for this speaking engagement that's coming up by Les Brown himself. He's not going to allow someone to get on a stage and take part in a stage with him that is not a well-trained speaker that has some type of speaking background. So I am pursuing all kind of continuing education so that I am capable and qualified to be able to reach back down and help my counterparts and people from my community and the people that's on this master class that we're having here today, okay? So just a little bit about that. Do not ever think that you investing in yourself is a bad thing, okay? Now, are y'all still with me, okay? How we doing so far, y'all? Y'all still with me so far? Good information so far? How y'all feeling? Drop a 1 if you still with me in the chat. Go ahead and drop a 1. Let me know how you feeling. Let me know if y'all can hear me. So far, so good. We got some good information. Stick around. We got some freebies coming up. I ain't going to hold y'all too long on the freebies, okay? All right. One more thing about me. I know y'all like, enough about you, lady. Enough about you. Get to the good stuff. Why you got us on here, okay? We getting to that. Another thing that I've done here in 2021, I have founded my personal academy, my baby, my school. I am so very proud of this. Some of my students are probably going to be joining us in the master class tonight. But Getting to the Profits University. It's my school where I help the students out. I'm not going to get too much into what I do at this school. It's just a part of the opening of the presentation, telling what all I've done, the several businesses I own, things like that. So we're going to talk about the school a little bit later in the presentation, so definitely stick around. Right now, what we're going to do is make sure you guys got your pen and paper out. We're going to go ahead and get started into this presentation and start getting to the good stuff, okay? All right, let's see. I don't know why that slide is blank. So let's see where you are now. Where are you? What we're looking at right here is what we call the income quadrant, the wealth quadrant, right? As John Paul Gotti said, I would rather earn 1% off of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own efforts. The biggest mistake that business owners make in business and why they cannot get to the profit is they are thinking that they can do it alone, and they want to keep all the money, and they want the money in their pocket now, and they do not get help. Okay? That is your biggest mistake. So write that down. The biggest mistakes that business owners make in business is thinking that they can do it alone and do it by themselves, okay? You cannot. You will lose clients thinking that you can do everything alone and still be a mother and still be a wife and still be a good person to yourself and still have time for personal development. You will lose clients because you're only one person. There's no way possible that your business can grow if you feel like you can do it alone. There's no way possible I can be a serial entrepreneur and own businesses in Texas and Georgia, retail locations, also own tax offices that are open year-round, that conduct consulting to other tax offices and also tax clients and businesses. There's no way, and I'm in the Airbnb business, and I'm writing books, and I'm doing classes, and I'm coaching my students right now, and we're in the middle of one of our classes, and we have 15 students in the class right now. So I'm personally coaching these students at least 1 hour a week with each student. So there's no way possible that I'm able to do all of these things and become very, very successful and wealthy by myself. People ask me all the time, how do you do it? How are you doing all of this? Because I get help. I get a team, and I never eat alone. The name of the game is to never eat alone. The more people that you help to make money and to get what they want, the more money that you're going to have, the more successful you're going to be. You're going to have to reach back out, and you're going to have to help some people, okay? So definitely the biggest mistake is thinking that you can do it alone, okay? You cannot. Never eat alone, okay? So if you look at the example that I have here, most of us are on the right side, and if I was facing it, the right side of the quadrant, the linear income side of the quadrant. That's where most of us are right now. If you're on here and you're self-employed and you own a business, you're on the linear side of the quadrant right now, which means that 100% of your income is based on 100% of your effort. Right now, your time is equaling money. The time that you have is based on, the money that you have is based on the time that you have, okay? Even if you are self-employed, which means you've created a job for yourself, most self-employed people, what that means is you have created a job for yourself because you still have to be actively involved in that business. You still have to physically show up. You still have to be there in order for you to make money. So your time is still determining your money. There's only so much time. There isn't enough time in the day to make you become a millionaire if you have to actively be involved with your business, okay? There's no way possible, okay? So where we want to be is on the left side of this quadrant, right, where we have a residual income, which means that you are a business owner, right? That means that you own a system. You own a system, and people are working for you, and the more people and employees that you have, the more money that you are able to gain by using your system. Like, I have systems set up in place for our printing company to where they run and the employees are able to come in and run a system to where I do not have to be there to physically have an income coming in from that business, Okay? If you understand what I'm saying, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat, please, for me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm talking about. Drop a 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, okay? Anything, it doesn't really matter. What I do want you guys to do is tell me which side of the quadrant would you rather be on, the right side or the left side. I know I'm working on the left side, and I'm looking to stay on the left side, okay? My goal right now is to get to where I am on the investment side of that. I'm in a business owner category. I do have some investments going on, but I would like to be living off of my investments. That's the goal. You want to be living off of your dividends and your investments. So if you guys are not investing in your business, investing in yourself by continuing education and furthering your education, and also buying new equipment for your business, consistently staying ahead of times, keeping up with the times, not being a Toys R Us or a Blockbuster that didn't come around the block and get going with the times and was stuck in the old age and couldn't keep up, and so they went out of business basically. Like right now in the time of COVID, times have changed. The way people are doing business now has totally changed. If you are not on social media, if you're a person that is not familiar with the internet and being on a computer and things of that nature, you are not going to be able to operate a successful business in this day and time if you are not internet savvy or computer savvy, or taking some type of courses in order for you to get there. You're going to be left behind and become extinct like some of these other businesses that are no longer with us today, okay? So in life and in business, there's about 4 types of people out there, right, starting off, right? So which person are you? Let me know in the chat right now, which person are you? Are you that person that doesn't have a job, so you have plenty of time, but you don't have any, you don't travel, you don't have any money, so you basically bumming around, sleeping on your mama couch, okay? Or are you the 9-to-5 person that's going to make sure that they keep a job, so they're going to make sure that they have money? That person does have money, may have a 401k, may have some security, but that person doesn't have any time to do anything that they want to do. They can't spend any time with their kids, their loved ones. If their kids are sick, they only have so much time that they can be missing from that job, or they're going to be replaced, right? They can't do any traveling because they have a week's vacation, and that's the time that you want to spend on a vacation, which means you don't have any time to plan for it. You don't have any time to relax after it before you get back to work. Same thing with the self-employed, right? And that's where a lot of us are now. We're in the self-employed category. So we're self-employed. We travel a little bit. We have some money, right? But we don't have any time. We spend so much time traveling, chasing the money, spending the money, living a certain lifestyle that we don't have time to spend with our grandchildren. Now I'm speaking from my aspect of where I used to be. I didn't have any time to spend with my grandchildren. I couldn't be there for my family when they needed me. I couldn't be there for my kids. You know, I couldn't spend time with my man if I wanted to. Even when I was traveling, I was always working. So I wasn't traveling for leisure, okay? So, you know, people would see me traveling, but I wasn't traveling for leisure, like I stated. I was traveling, working, and rarely did I have time to do anything enjoyable, to sightsee or do anything when I was out traveling, okay? So all I did was created a job for myself, because in order for me to have that money, I still needed to be actively working and actively participating in the business. If you're somebody that's in a self-employed category right now, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat for me. so that I know who I'm talking to. Am I talking to the self-employed? Am I talking to the 9-to-5 person? If you have a 9-to-5 and you're self-employed, drop a 3 for me, okay? Now, the business owner, over here in the business owner category, that's where I am now. This person has time, they have travel, they have money. They are able to do pretty much what they want to do. They have freedom, okay? That's one of the reasons why I'm in my Airbnb now, is because I traveled out of town because my sister is sick right now, so I came to be with her. The last couple of months, I've had a few sick family members, and I remember when I wasn't able to stop running and stop working to truly be there for my family. And I've lost some people that I wasn't able to truly be there because I was always on the grind. I was always chasing the money, chasing a dollar. And now I'm actually able to come, take off, spend 2 or 3 weeks with my sister, participate with her in her chemo. I'm able to be there for my grandkids' birthday parties. I'm able to spend time with my children and actually nurture them, help them with their entrepreneurial journeys. I actually have time to do the things that I'm very passionate about and I love, and one of those things are doing things like this, like putting on master classes for you guys, helping you guys get to the next level, helping people with their business, because that's truly what I desire to do, is to give back and to help. So what we want to do is get everybody into that 4th category, to where everybody is a business owner and they have that time and that freedom. And I know that's why you guys that dropped the 3 in the chat showed up here today, okay, where you do have a 9-to-5 and you are self-employed. So I do have the right group of people that I'm talking to today, okay? Now, I'm definitely not saying go and quit your job, because I use my job and my 401k to pursue my dreams and to get my businesses started. And then when I was able to go ahead and go full-time into my business, I let my job go. So that's where we are now, okay? So far, how is it going, you guys? How is it going, okay? Okay. Can you guys hear me? Y'all still with me? Y'all not falling asleep, right? I'm not boring y'all. We're going to get to the good stuff. We're going to get to the good stuff, I promise you. This is just some surface information that we must cover. A lot of times we want to skip the steps, and I tell my students all the time, we did a review last week because a lot of students were just skipping around. I tell them all the time, we got to cover the basics. You know what I'm saying? We got to get to the roots. You got to have solid roots, so when you stretch out and you grow out, everything will start to grow. It all starts with the roots. So we got to cover this, this this tedious stuff first before we get to the good, juicy stuff, okay? Another reason why most businesses fail, and I'm going to get through this, y'all, because I said I wasn't going to hold you guys for more than an hour. Another reason why businesses fail, outside of not getting help and not seeking help so they can get out of the worker category and move themselves over into the business owner category, which means you have to get you some employees and you have to get some help. One of the reasons why is being an entrepreneur is just not for everybody, right? Some people, they have to be told what to do, okay? When you're an entrepreneur, nobody is going to tell you get up and go to work. Nobody is going to tell you to be on time for your office. If you don't get up and go to work, you just don't get up and go to work. Some people are used to being held to accountability. They need somebody to hold them accountable. That's why even though people are entrepreneurs, they still need a coach or a mentor or somebody that holds them accountable, okay? Write that down. Everybody needs a mentor, an accountability partner, and a coach, okay? There are 3 different things, and everybody needs one of each, so that you don't have to be that person that has to check into a 9-to-5 or risk getting written up or things of that nature to keep you on your toes and doing what you're supposed to do, okay? Another thing is Most of the time, it takes years and years of hard work to become an entrepreneur, and some people just don't have that consistency. They don't have that drive and that discipline to keep going. You look at people sometimes and you believe that they're an overnight success because you don't see the groundwork that these people have put in. Like, it may be some people out there that see me now, and they be like, oh, okay, she's very successful, it happened overnight, where did she come from? But then there's some people that have been watching me for years and have seen me struggle and have seen me sleeping in my office and have seen me be homeless, and they know this is the fruits of hard labor. This is from planting good roots. This is from years and years of hard work. Like I stated, I was that broke, stuck, struggling entrepreneur that just kept breaking even, didn't have money for me and my kids, but I had money to give to my employees for them and their kids. That's the life of an entrepreneur, okay? All right, so most people, they give up, they quit, and they go back to the 9-to-5 life because they're not structuring their business right for success so that they're able to take advantage of everything that's out there from being an entrepreneur, from tax breaks to funding to credit and all of those things that are going to keep you from going back to the 9-to-5. And the reason this happens is because most self-employed people, they just jump right into doing the services and they never set the business up properly. They never set the business up properly, so therefore they're not really a business. They're just working from home. They're a sole proprietor, and they need to be set up properly. Their structure is not right. Okay. Now, sometimes businesses, they fail because they do hire the wrong people. They put the trust in the wrong people. Okay. They don't have the right mindset, they don't plan, and they don't invest in their business, so therefore they fail also, okay? So these are just some of the reasons why 50% of businesses fail. Now, most businesses, these are just some quick statistics, most businesses don't last after the first year. After the first year of businesses, only 79% of those businesses are still going. After 3 years, 69%, and so on and so forth. Most businesses will not, 50% of businesses will not make it 5 years based on statistics, like real businesses, okay? So now, we're going to get to the top 3 things that my students, myself, and other business owners that I've learned from are doing to keep from being in those categories that we just talked about, okay? To keep from being one of those statistics. I am proof, and I'm going to be further proof that it can be done and that it does work, okay? So these are the top 3 things that businesses are doing to profit and to get to the profits now, okay? So I know the first thing that I needed to do, and the first thing that I knew I needed to do, was I needed to flip the switch on my mindset. Now, mindset is everything. One thing that I figured out is there is a specific mindset that you must have in order to be wealthy and to gain wealth on another level. There is a strategic way that the wealthy think, there's a way that the middle class think, and there's a way that the poor think. There are principles to wealth, okay? Any successful person will tell you that once they got a hold of their mindset and they became able to control the way that they think, that everything changed in their mind, okay? The single most important factor influencing a person's success, whether personal or professional, is mindset. What you think about consistently has a direct impact on the behavior and not the other way around. This is directly from the Science of Getting Rich. If you speak to any millionaire, if you ever have an opportunity outside of myself to speak to any other millionaire, a person that has made millions of dollars, they have read this book, The Science of Getting Rich. This book is basically the roadmap. Write this down. To every wealthy person that has ever been wealthy, they will tell you that everything changed when they read this book. Not only this book, but definitely this book. You definitely need to write this down so that you can start on this book tonight, okay? Because there are three main motives from which we live by, and that's mind, body, soul, okay? The mind, the body, and the soul. What I want for myself, I want for everybody, okay? Man is a maker and creator of himself by their daily choices. Write that down. Man or woman is the creator of themselves. They are made or unmade daily by their daily choices, because thoughts become things. And once you become able to control your thoughts and the things that you think about, you're able to master your future. Okay? So, a lot of us, we operate in a fixed mindset, right? And what I mean by that is controlling your thoughts. So, in a fixed mindset, that person is going to be like, I give up easily. Let me move this over because this is covering my board just a minute, y'all. And I can't really see. I'm going to put it in the middle. Okay, there we go. All right. So with a person that has a fixed mindset, that person is a person that's like, I give up easily. My potential is predetermined. But you want to be able to control and reverse your own thoughts. So instead of you thinking, I give up easily, you want to be thinking, I like to try new things, right? I don't give up easily. I like to try new things. So when something new is presented to you, don't think of it as like, oh, Lord, I can't do this, or I'm not fixing to do this. Think of it as, I like to try new things, right? My potential is predetermined, which is all of those are fixed negative mindset type of terms. I tell my team all the time, we don't use the word try. We don't use the word can't. There are certain things that we are not going to let come out of our mouths because we don't want to speak that into the universe. I am very big on the laws of attraction, and everything that's happening to you or that is going on in your life is because you are attracting those things into your life based on the things that you are putting out there, okay? Based on the things that you are speaking. So if you are always speaking negative things and saying your business is hard, and you always say, I don't have any customers, and nobody ever buys from me, you're telling the universe this. One thing about the universe is it is going to believe you, and it's going to do exactly what you say, whether it's good or bad. The universe does not know the difference between good or bad, okay? And so whether you are telling the universe good or bad is going to happen, and you're exactly correct. So you must speak life into your business and over your organization and over yourself. So, for instance, instead of you saying, I never get customers, be like, people are lining up waiting to buy from me. My customers overflow. I have more customers than I can handle. I am going to help so many people with jobs because I need help with all these customers. You have to speak and put out exactly what you want to receive. It's just like a person wanting to be loved, wanting more respect, wanting different things, but they are not putting those things out there. They have to make sure that the things that you're asking the universe for are the things that you're putting out there, and you are walking in a manner that shows that you want to do these things and you want to have those things, okay? So My potential is predetermined. How about I can learn to do what I want? Failure is the limit of my abilities. Failures offer opportunity and growth. Anytime that you fail, don't beat yourself up. Consider that a learning opportunity. There's always something to be negative about, but if you switch it around and you turn that into a learning opportunity and you automatically figure out how you can do that thing better or what happened and what's going to make that thing better, the better off you're going to be. It all starts in your mindset, guys. It all starts in your mindset. Remember, your mistakes help you grow. These are things that you have to tell yourself, okay? I am going to be giving you guys something that's going to help you control your mindset and that's going to help you be able to speak life over yourself, speak life over your business. When I tell you that everything started to change for me when I decided to change the way that I thought about my employees, the way that I thought about life, the way that I thought about my business, the way that I spoke about my business, the way that I spoke about my customers. I mean, literally down to me saying, like, little things like, oh, my God, they're getting on my nerves, what the heck they want, looking at the phone, frowning, different things like that. Just puts off a negative connotation into the universe about your business, okay? And it's not a good thing. Another book, make sure you write this one down also, that every wealthy business owner and millionaire will tell you that they read is Think and Grow Rich. This is why I say thoughts become things and man is the maker of themselves. I'm going to read this to you guys. The starting point of all achievement is desire. Before we do anything, we have a desire to do that thing. Anything that we want to do, it's a thought in our mind. Even if we're going to get up and go to dinner, we thought about that thing first. Even if we're going to have a certain job, we had to think about that thing first. Before we put our clothes on, we thought about that thing. So we have to have a desire. Keep this constantly in mind. Weak desires bring weak results. Just as a small fire makes a small amount of heat, you are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. Before success comes in any man's life, he is sure to meet with much temporary defeat and perhaps some failure. When defeat overtakes a man, the easiest and most logical thing to do is quit. That is exactly what the majority of men and women do. More than 500 of the most successful people in this country we have ever known told the author that greatest success came just before they were ready to quit. I swear, just before I was ready to literally be like, screw this, jump off the bridge, I was done, is when everything started to change for me. When everything started to change, okay? I am so sorry, y'all. I am here alone at the Airbnb and somebody is knocking at the door, so I have to grab that. Give me 1 second. Hey. How you doing? All right. Yeah. My door. Okay. Hold on, y'all. It's my good time next year. I do apologize, y'all. It is a delivery at the door, so I gotta grab it. Come in, guys. Come in. Y'all grab a drink. Got it? All right, thank you. All right, my apologies. I was expecting that delivery hours ago. Okay. All right, so mindset. Mindset is everything, you guys. Mindset is one of the first things that all successful multi-million-dollar business owners will tell you that they had to have a different way of thinking, that their mindset and their discipline was everything. It was one of the first things that they had to do. I'm going to tell you that my mindset is what changed my business around completely. The fact that I had a different mindset is what took my business to the next level. Every research, any business owners, any successful business owners, Tyler Perry, Oprah, they will tell you mindset, belief, thinking of that thing is what brought that thing to life. I'm telling you. If you look into Tyler Perry's story, and you see he kept doing plays. Everybody told him he was crazy. He still believed, and one day he sold out. When wealth overflows you, it's going to happen in an instant. Just all of a sudden, you're just going to have an extra abundance of money, okay? Your mindset is the first thing that you have to do, so that's number one. Make sure that you write that down. That is number one. The first thing that you need to do is control your mindset. Come up with $1 million mindset, okay? Your mindset is everything. Make sure you've written down the 2 books that I told you guys about, because it starts there. These books are available on YouTube also, so they're audio books. You can easily tap in and listen to those books, and you need to listen to them over and over again. This is what I do, and this is also what I teach my students, okay? All right. So if y'all are still with me right now, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat if you are still with me. And if this has been good so far, go ahead and drop a 2 in the chat. So if you're with me, drop a 1. And if it's good so far, drop a 2. Let me know y'all with me, right? Because I'm about to drop some freebies. So if it ain't good, then I'm not going to drop the freebies. Let me know. Don't butter me up. Let me know, okay? Let me know. We got some 1s. We got some 2s. Okay. We got some 2s. If y'all are on the line, please mute your line. Like I said, this is a new platform for me, so I'm not familiar with how I can mute the line of everybody. If you are on the line, please mute yourself. Let me see if I can mute everybody. Please, if somebody is on the line, if you can mute yourself, that would be great. That would be great. Oh, I'm not able to do that. I don't know. Okay, so now, you guys, I am going to get into a freebie. And now that I've tried to mute, I've lost my spot. Like I said, this is a new platform. Are y'all still with me? Because I don't see my chat anymore. Okay, there we go. Okay. I got you guys back, but this is not the view that I need. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop our first freebie, okay? I'm going to go ahead and drop the first freebie. Okay, the first freebie that I am giving you guys, and you will receive these freebies after class, right after class via email, okay? You're going to receive these freebies in your email. Now, when you get these freebies, guys, don't just scroll through them and throw them to the side. What you need to do is print out this freebie, okay? Print this out and go ahead and utilize it. Another thing that comes for everybody that's on this line is a free one-on-one strategy session with myself, okay? You'll get an email about scheduling your free one-on-one strategy session with me. But the first freebie that I'm going to give you guys is a $1 Million Mindset Workbook and Affirmation Journal, okay? So in this $1 Million Mindset Workbook and Affirmation Journal, there's going to be some things in there that's going to help you take your mindset to another level, okay? It's going to help you do the things that we just previously talked about in order for you to start creating the life of your dreams, okay? Help you start walking into your future, into the things that you desire. It's going to help you build that mindset that other wealthy entrepreneurs have, okay? Does that sound good? Who all wants a copy of that $1 Million Mindset? It's a workbook, you guys. It has reflection questions in there. You're going to be able to actively write in this workbook. When you get it in your email, go ahead and print off the workbook. I suggest if you have a husband or a business partner or anybody that you're dealing with, okay, Courtney said me, Chrissy said me, Jasmine says me, okay, all right. It's definitely going to be coming to everyone's email that registered for the masterclass. You're going to be receiving the $1 Million Mindset Workbook. And before the class is over, if we have enough time, I will actually show you a little bit of the inside of the workbook. It is super awesome, okay? So make sure that you guys be looking for that in your email after the masterclass. Now, you're going to receive all of your freebies in the same email, so you're not going to get like 3 different emails. It'll be links to everything for you to download in the one email, okay? So that is our first freebie, which is going to be the Mindset Workbook, okay? Now, the second thing entrepreneurs are doing to make sure that they're able to get to the profits, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So what they're doing is we're making sure that we have a system and a proven blueprint, and we know when to get help. All successful entrepreneurs, they have a plan A, they have a plan B, and they keep evolving, and they have a coach, and they have a mentor, okay? A lot of people fail is because they don't have a plan. You jump right into business. You just say, hey, I'm going to start baking cakes and put a price on them, and that's all you do. You don't have an expansion plan. You don't have a plan to get money in case you run out of money. You don't have a plan to present to an investor so that you are able to get funding for your business. Okay? That's one thing I know, and I failed a lot previously, is if you don't have a plan and a backup plan and someone to consult with that plan, you're definitely headed for failure, okay? You've got to have a blueprint, right? There is a specific blueprint and a map that all successful people use to get to the money. I promise you that. And once you start playing in these circles where people have money, you're going to see that their thinking is on a whole nother level. They don't even think like the person that doesn't have any money. And I'm trying to think of the correct way to explain it to you guys to kind of give you an idea of what I mean by the 2 different types of thinking, the level of thinking that they have on a certain level when you're playing this game of money. Don't mistake it. This definitely is a game, and once you learn the game of money and this money game, your life will never be the same. Some of my students have made over 6, 7 figures just because they've learned how to play the money game. And they've been given the blueprint. I have given them the blueprint. A part of that blueprint, which I told you guys at the beginning, is the more people that you assist in making money and getting what they want, you're going to have what you want. Okay? The more people you help make money, the more money you're going to make. I promise you this, okay? The more people that I bring into my tax business and I help them create an income and a better life for their family, the more money that I make. And their life is changing. Okay? The more people that I help to get funding for their business, the more money that I'm able to make. Because I charge a percentage of the funding. So if I'm helping you generate $150,000 in funding and I charge 20% of that funding, you guys, how much is my paycheck off of that one client that I helped get $150,000? And I do have clients that I've helped get $150,000 at one time on their first funding opportunity. So what is 20% of $150,000? Somebody drop that in the chat for me. I want to see who's up on their toes. I want to make sure y'all are still with me right now. These are the type of opportunities that you have that helps you play a bigger game when you can help someone make money. When the more people you help get what they want, the more you're going to get. Tata, I think you left off of 0. Oh, okay, I see it. Oh, you know, I need my glasses. Oh, yeah, you put it. Okay, Tashima, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, $30,000. That's a little more like it. Okay, $30,000, you guys. $30,000 off of one client. Yeah, am I making sense now? If I'm making sense to you, drop a 1 in the chat. The more people you help to make money and to get what they want, the more money you make. Okay, you can hold on to the game and not help anybody else do anything, but you're only helping yourself and you're going to only get what you have. You're only going to get the efforts of one person. Why get the effort? Why get 100% of one person's effort when you can get 1 or 2% of 100 people's effort? Okay, so what if I help 5 to 10 people in a month or two time get that type of funding? Look at the type of money that I've made, let's say in a month's time. Even if I took care of one client a week, if I focused and I had a plan and an objective and something that came in my head, or somebody that's helping me map this out with my Mastermind Alliance, which they teach you guys in those books. And I just had one client a week that I helped to get the $150,000 in funding, so I made $30,000 a week. 30, 60, that's $120,000, you guys, for just the 1 month, okay? One of my mentees, one of my students, I think she's probably still on here, one of my students that I've trained in the funding business, she works under Maximum Consulting and Tax Office, which we do have tax classes coming up, and that's something that I do offer in every state if that's something that you're interested in. Even if it's something that you're not interested in, but you are interested in earning 6 to 7 figures in 3 to 4 months, make sure that you send me an email concerning that tax class. But one of my students that's on here, I'm going to ask her, in 1 month's time in providing funding to your clients by word of mouth, how much did you accumulate in 1 month's time getting your clients funding, just your percentage rate? How much money was made in that 1 month time? Is Chrissy still on here?
Yes.
Chrissy, if you're on here, if you can just drop in the chat, or you can let us know how much did you make in just 1 month. You don't have to tell us overall, or you can give us a general idea overall. And don't give it to me together. Maybe in taxes, how much income did you accumulate in taxes, and what period of time? And then how much did you accumulate in just 1 month's time in providing funding to your clients? And how long have you been doing this?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. And drop a 1 in the chat if y'all are able to hear Crystal. Go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat for me. Okay, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I probably got about, in 1 month, I probably got about 15, a good 15,000, and that's an estimate because I was having about 2 to 5 drops a week the first month of income tax season. So I've been doing taxes 3 years, and I've been helping people get their Shush, I'm on the phone. I've been helping people get loans through financing for, I think, it's my 3rd month. I know I just started this year, though, and I made over $50,000 doing that.
Okay, so did everybody hear that? If you heard what she said, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. Over tax season alone, she said she made over $15,000. This is her 3rd year doing taxes. She was personally trained by me, so she made $15,000. And she's been doing funding for her clients for about 3 months. She just started doing that this year, and she's made over $50,000. Some people are not even making that in 1 year on their 9-to-5 job. She has made that money because she decided to get help. She decided to pick up a coach and a mentor, and she decided to continue her education. That's why she was able to make that money, because she invested $300 in a tax course, and she made over $15,000. And she's going to continue to make that. More, because she's going to have that word of mouth. How old are you, Crystal?
I'm 22.
22 years old. So right now, you guys, this is a millennial game. The millennials, these young people, they are making the money. They are definitely making the money. So don't sleep. Don't sleep on that, okay? Don't sleep on the fact that you need to definitely continue your education and have a game plan on how you're going to get to the $1 million. See, a lot of people, they just sit around and they be like, I'm going to make $1 million. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. But they don't have a plan. They don't have a clue on how they're supposed to get these millions. They think they're just going to pray to God and not do no work and lay around and be lazy. They think they're going to meditate and they're going to wish up on it, or most people think they're going to win lottery and that the millions is just going to drop in your lap. It doesn't happen that way. It does not happen that way, okay? So, wow. And now that brings me up to another freebie. Who's ready for another freebie, y'all? We almost done. Who's ready for another freebie? Who's ready? I went a little bit over, but I know, I'm a talker. I'm going to wrap this thing. I'm going to get this thing to, I'm going to get it to 1 hour. I promise I am. But I told y'all to be prepared for 2 hours. Okay. Y'all ready for another freebie? Remember, the freebies are going to come to your email that you register for the master class with. Okay. So, for those of you out there, in the beginning, if you was on here in the beginning, we did an introduction, and people that were on the chat, they dropped in the chat and they told us what they did, okay? They told us about themselves, and they told us what they did for a living. They learned how to give their 30-second elevator pitch. So if you were late coming in, you missed that at the beginning. We learned how to do a 30-second elevator pitch. You can catch the next master class or later on when I give out, when I make the offer to you guys, you can have an opportunity to learn that again, okay? But the next freebie that I'm going to give you guys, the next time I do this, I'm gonna have some sound effects. So I'm going to have a drum roll for you guys, okay? Is the business startup checklist. I do not care My business startup checklist is gold. This is money itself. I sell the checklist all by itself, okay? This business startup checklist. I don't care if you already have established your business and your business is started. If you're not able to complete every box on this business startup checklist that I am going to be emailing to you guys, you are not fully set up in your business, okay? If you are not able to complete every box on the business startup checklist, your business is not fully set up, and it's not set up properly for you to win. When I say set up properly for you to win, I mean set up properly for you to establish business credit, for you to get investors for startup business, not being established, startup business, and for you to get some type of funding, then your business is not set up correctly, okay? I'm going to start speeding this up a little bit. So with this business checklist that I am going to be emailing to you guys, go ahead and print this off. Go ahead. What I tell my students is I tell them to get a binder, and anything that comes from me, because now anybody that registers to this webinar, you are now on my mailing list. So I tell my students that anything that I give you that comes from me, that consists of your learning, which is everything, because that's pretty much what I communicate with people about, go ahead and get it and put it in a binder and label this binder your business Bible. Take these documents that I'm giving you guys, and there's going to be more freebies that you get throughout just by being on my mailing list, and go ahead and put these into the binder and make sure that you treat them like gold and you take advantage of all these documents that I am giving you. My students will tell you that these documents are life-changing, so don't sleep on them. Don't just think, oh, these are pieces of paper. When you get to digging into these documents, actually completing them, and thinking about what's going on, these documents are going to really help you when you start to implement the things that are going on for your business in order for you to get to the profits, okay? All right, so be looking for this in your email along with the other freebies that we gave out prior to this freebie, okay? The business startup checklist. If you cannot complete every box on this business startup checklist, then you need to go ahead and complete that, okay? And don't forget to set up your 1-hour strategy session with me, okay? Now, step 3. The third thing is, right, when we are in business, a lot of times we are not getting the sales that we are wanting. We're not getting the customers that we want. We're not reaching the people who are truly going to buy our services or whatever we're offering because we don't know who our customer is. We're pretty much talking to everybody. When you're doing sales and you are spending money on ads and advertising and marketing, you have got to target a certain audience and a certain body of people. You cannot be talking to everybody. So who is your customer? Who is your audience? You need to identify who your customer is and generalize it. Get it down to what they wear every day. Where do they eat? What type of things do they read? Where do they hang out? Do they have kids? Do they work a 9-to-5? You need to know exactly who your customer is. McDonald's, Nike, Coca-Cola, they know exactly who they are targeting when they put commercials out. If McDonald's is talking to, today, if they talking to the working class and they want you to show up for lunch, that commercial is going to be strictly talking to people that's in a rush on lunchtime and they need some fast, good, hot food, or they maybe need some Wi-Fi or something like that. That commercial is going to be specifically targeting a specific type of person. Okay? If that makes sense, drop a 1 in the chat for me if you understand what I'm talking about when I say your target audience or who your customer is. Drop a 2 in the chat if you don't. And I know some of you guys, if you're in my school, I know you know. A lot of y'all dropping the ones I know you know, because you just participated in my school, okay? So, when you are trying to figure out who your target audience is, you want to make sure that you are specifically talking to that person, okay? You want to be speaking to that person's pain point. It's like, what is their pain? What is it that they're having a hard time getting over that you're going to help them get over, and you're going to have the easiest way possible for them to get over that pain point? Your target audience and the people that you're going to be talking to are people that directly need your services and the things that you are going to offer or that your business offers, okay? And I'm not going to read that whole slide because it's a lot on that slide. But what I am going to do for you guys here is I'm going to give you another freebie. Who's ready for another freebie? And I'm speeding this up a little bit because it's going a little longer than I anticipated. Courtney told me that it was going to be going about 2 hours. I didn't think it was going to be about 2 hours. So we're rolling up out on an hour and 30 minutes right now. So our next freebie is, which is freebie number 3, is your avatar worksheet. When I tell you guys this worksheet is life-changing, it's business-changing, it's financial-changing, this avatar worksheet is going to help you figure out who your ideal customer is. When you complete this worksheet, y'all going to be sending me an email being like, oh, my God, this worksheet was like everything. One of my students that completed the worksheet in class, it was life-changing. It was definitely an eye-opener. She was able to figure out exactly who she was talking to. And let me tell you why this is so important, okay? When you are spending money on Facebook ads, marketing, advertisement, you want to make sure that you are putting out the right message to attract buying customers and people that are going to tap into you. Because the message that you tell to an 18-year-old is going to be a totally different message than you tell to somebody that's 40 years old and a business owner that has lost money and don't have time to play. Okay? So when you get your avatar down to a fine science, I'm talking about what they do, what they wear, where they live. Please mute your phones for me, please. Everything about your customer, your marketing is going to be so much better. Your marketing is going to turn into dollars. I don't know who that is speaking, but can you mute your phone? Is that you? Is that Jasmine? Can you mute your phone, Jasmine? I think that's your phone that's unmuted, or your computer. So when you get this avatar worksheet, you guys, do not sleep on the worksheet. Okay? Do not sleep on this avatar worksheet. It gets down to how much your customer even makes a year. You need to know how much the customer that you're targeting makes a year, because you want to make sure that the people you're talking to can afford your services, right? Like, it doesn't make sense for me to promote certain services to certain demographic of people if they cannot afford the service. So you don't want to be talking to people. Let's say you have a service that's $5,000, right? Like, for instance, Tashima says she owns a trucking company, a LLC, right? So she wants to target a higher clientele, a higher a broker, or that pays higher broker fees, or higher shipping, however that works for the trucking industry. So they're able to pay the loads that she wants them to pay versus talking to the mom and pop moving company over here that cannot afford to pay her $5,000, and then she has to pay her truck drivers $2,500 where they can only pay her $1,500. So she does not want to gear her marketing towards these clients in that target audience because they cannot afford to even pay her fee. So why talk to them? Why create your marketing and your flyers so cheap and raggedy looking, and I'm not talking about her per se, that these are the customers that you're attracting? If you want to attract high dollar customers, then you need to put some money into your marketing and your business. You need to know exactly the customer and how you're going to attract that customer. Like, where does that high dollar customer hang out? How much money do they make a year? So that your marketing is geared toward that person, and you're able to attract that client that pays $5,000 and $10,000 no problem, instead of the client that's only used to paying $2,000. Now they want to negotiate you down, and just because you don't know any better as far as marketing and figuring out who your client is, now you're cheapening your services to serve this $2,000 client when all along you're gearing yourself towards $10,000 clients. So definitely get this avatar worksheet and complete the avatar worksheet. This avatar worksheet is going to change your business. The freebies that I'm giving you guys in this master class, I am not giving them to you for anything, okay? My students take these same items and turn them into money as soon as they start to implement. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination is the enemy of success. Write that down. Procrastination is the enemy of success. Okay? Wow, look at her. We have another freebie. It's getting good. It's getting good. We're giving out these freebies because we're just about to the end, y'all. We're getting ready to wrap this up. Do not go anywhere because it gets better. If we're giving out all this juicy stuff, for the free, just imagine what you get for the pay, okay? It must be really, really good, so definitely stick around. So far, if the things that we've been giving out, if you feel like they are helpful, if you feel like they are good, if you feel like they were worth your hour and a half time that we've been on here so far, go ahead and drop a 3 in the track. Drop a 333. I want you to drop 333 because 333 is the number of divine alignment. 333 is divine alignment. Everything that you want is aligning up, and you are on this class for a reason. So drop 333 if you feel like the freebies that you've gotten so far have been worth the time that you have been on this here webinar. 333, okay? I want you to drop all ones if you're going to tell everybody on social media what they missed by not tuning into the webinar and all the freebies that you got, and it was worth it. And if you're going to share this link, because we have another webinar, I believe on the 28th, it's on the flyer, coming up. Drop a 1 if you're going to chat about it and you're going to post it on social media for me, and if you're going to share it with somebody, go ahead and drop a 1 for me. I would definitely appreciate that for the freebie. Okay, so we got another freebie coming up, another freebie. Now, this freebie has not even been released. Oh, my God. This is my newest baby. My students don't even have this. I saved this specifically to drop on the webinar for you guys. This is the juiciness. This is the juiciness. Now, this right here is my small business survival guide. This is the guide, okay? 8 steps on how my business survived the pandemic, you guys. 8 steps on how I became a millionaire during a pandemic in the last 2 years. Documented, okay? This is the freebie of the night. I wish I could just scream. Did y'all not find the emojis on there? We need to drop some fire. So y'all are going to get the very first copies distributed to anybody in the public. Nobody's seen this book but me. Okay, for the emojis. Let's get it. All right, yes. So y'all are going to get a free copy of my ebook, The Small Business Survival Guide. Okay? I have not released this book. Y'all are going to be the first to get it. So you'll be receiving a copy of this in your email. Also, The Small Business Survival Guide. Enjoy, take advantage. There's some great lessons in this Small Business Survival Guide. And it's only the beginning from there. It doesn't stop there, okay? So that is the bonus right there. That was the bonus. You got the freebies. Now that was the bonus right there. The Small Business Survival Guide. Y'all going to get a free copy of my ebook in your email, okay? Now here is the good stuff, okay? This is what you've all been waiting on. So if this webinar has been good, if you know the top 3 things that entrepreneurs are doing to get to the profits and start getting to the profits now, I want you to drop a 1. Pin this in the chat, okay? The first thing that they're doing is they're getting the hold of their mindset. They are controlling their mindset and they're flipping a switch on their mindset, which means they're starting to think in a different way. Somebody drop mindset in the chat. The first thing you got to do is your mindset, okay? Your mindset. The next thing that they are doing is they are knowing when to seek help. They know when to get help. They know when to get help. Okay? The third thing that they are doing is they are doing what? Somebody else tell me. What's the third thing? We just covered it. What is the third thing? Let me run it back for y'all see. Are we paying attention? Are we paying attention? What is the third thing I need to know that you guys got this? Give y'all a little hint. The third thing. Who are you serving? Who is your client? Know who you're talking to. Who is your customer? Who's your target audience? Knowing your client. Knowing your client. Okay? So I want to make sure that you guys got that. And I know this probably is the first time that you guys have heard of these things. And it's okay, right? And so that's why I sent you guys the freebie so that it'll kind of beat it in your head, okay? Even the free business startup checklist is part of getting help and doing things the right way and making sure that you are set up properly, okay? So we got number 1 is your mindset. Number 2 is getting help, having a game plan, knowing exactly what you're doing. And number 3 is knowing who your client is. Who is your target audience? Those are some of the things, those are the main 3 things that business owners don't do or they don't know, and it's the reason why they fail and they do not profit, okay? Those are the three things. Make sure that you guys are taking advantage of the freebies that I sent out, okay? Now, let me get to the good stuff, because I know after those freebies, you're like, okay, now what? Now what? Once we complete this, what do we do next? What do we do with this stuff, right? You don't know what to do next. She said get a mentor, but how do I get a mentor? What do I do with this document? Now that I know who my customer is, what do I do next, okay? What do I do next? And that is the exact reason why I created Getting to the Profits, because not only did I have that question and what do I do next, but a lot of my students had that question. A lot of you on the webinar tonight have that question. What do I do next? Sorry, y'all, I've been talking for literally all day, right? So, in the course, Getting to the Profit, stick around because I got something special for you guys. Only time you're going to be able to get this special is when you attend these webinars, okay? So, in my 10-week business course, the freshman edition, we cover mindset. In the first 2 modules of the course, which is the first 2 or 3 weeks of the course, we're working specifically on mindset and wealth principles. We're going to dive deep into the wealth principles, the 13 steps of riches, the things that the wealthy are doing step by step. We study the wealthy. If you want to be wealthy, study the wealthy and the things that they are doing to be wealthy. So in the course, the first 3 weeks, we cover mindset, where we're studying the wealthy, right? Then, right after we get your mind together and I work on y'all mind, and I know that you understand that it all starts in the mind, we jump right into business setup. We make sure that your business is set up properly. I teach you how. That's why this is called Getting to the Profits. We teach you how to come out of this course with several different streams of income, literally. This course will set you up to be able to not only get what you need for your current business, but for you to come out of this course with an additional 2 to 3 additional streams of income based on the information that you have learned in this course. We're going to show you how to personally set up your LLC. A lot of people, they go through LegalZoom, lawyers, other consulting firms, because that's what our firm does a lot of, setting up LLCs for your business. Well, within this course, you learn hands-on directly from me how to set up an LLC in any state. So in turn, you can do this for your clients and the people that you work with. We teach you how to set up your LLC, your EIN, your DBA, your bank account, everything that's needed so that your business is set up to win and to successfully get funding and move forward properly. We teach you how to do it here at Getting to the Profits, so that by the end of this course, you're ready. We teach you about branding in this course. We cover personal credit in this course. My students, when they come out of this course, they come out of here with credit scores over 700. We cover personal credit. I do credit repair. I make a lot of money off credit repair. In this course, we give up all the credit repair letters. We give up all the credit repair secrets. We give up all the game. My students come out of this course being able to help other people fix their credit, which is an additional stream of income. So when my students leave this course, they're also credit repair reps. They work personally on their own credit. They sought help, and they're able to fix their own credit. We cover business credit within this course. The students that attend these courses, they come out of this course having business credit already established by the time that graduation happens. They've already established business credit for their business, okay? The students, they're also able to help other people establish business credit, which is another funding source and another stream of income for a business owner, okay? We also teach them how to find their client, what is their niche, what is their offer. We teach you how to properly present your offer, critique your offer if you don't know what your offer is. We show you different ways to do your website, your marketing, your branding, choosing branding colors. We also help you get into sales funnels and ads, right? When you see those ads on Facebook and you don't know how to place paid ads, and when you're attracted to an ad, a lot of you that are on this webinar tonight are on this ad, or a lot of people, they may not even be on a webinar, but they registered for the webinar. We hit capacity. We had over 50 people register for this webinar, and we see how many people are on here. A lot of times, that's why I don't do free webinars, because people don't take advantage of the free. You know what I'm saying? Especially our people, they do not take advantage of the free knowledge that is being given to them. Now, if I charged $20, $25 for the webinar, I know everybody that would have registered and paid would have showed up for the webinar. But because the webinar is free, people registered for the webinar and took up slots from people that really wanted to register, because we only had a specific amount of slots, and they took up a slot that somebody else could have had, and they did not show up for themselves. They didn't show up for me, and I'm not concerned about that, but they didn't show up for themselves. They registered for the class for a reason, and they did not show up for themselves. But that's their bag. Everyone that did show up, they're here. But we show you how to target. Once you know who your customer is, now we show you how to directly target them through targeted Facebook ads and sales funnels and things of that nature, so that your customers, you're able to turn your customers into profit and money. You're going to know exactly what sales funnels is, because once you click and register for my class, and I know that the people that didn't attend this class, they're going to attend other classes, I'm going to eventually end up working with those people, because they're now in my sales funnel, which means that they're going to continue to get emails from me. They're on my email list, and I'm going to be following up. Like after this, they're going to get an email saying, hey, you missed class, okay? That's part of my sales funnel. And I'm going to give them an opportunity to join me on the next class, because we're going to be doing more and more classes. Now, another thing in this class is the bonus. This is where it gets good. So we do 10 weeks, right? By the time you get to Module 8, that's 10 weeks in. That's a little shy of 3 months, right over 2 months. So in the business world, it takes about 30 to 90 days to establish some business credit to get you set up. Your business needs to be fully set up in the system in order for you to get some business credit and funding. We also, in this course during setup, we provide you with a business plan. Drop in the chat if you have a business plan for your business, drop a 1, okay? If you don't have a business plan, drop a 2. If you would like to have a business plan, if you ever tried to do a business plan and you quite don't understand it, or it was just too much and you never got it done, drop a 3. A 3 is if you know you need a business plan, you've never done a business plan for your business, and it's always just too confusing, and it just seems like it's too much work, okay? So in this course, I give you a business plan template, right? I give you the business plan template. You are able to walk through the business plan, turn the business plan into me. I give you a guide. We go step by step through the business plan within this 10-week course, okay? We have a whole module on the business plan. I also provide you with a business model. Along with one of your business plan, you need a business model. These are all provided for you within this 10-week course. We provide you with a list of investors for you to be set up by weeks 11 and 12, which are bonus weeks of this course. This course used to be 12 weeks. We shortened it down to 10 weeks, so we would get a break in between this course. Okay, you're able to qualify and get your funding by the end of the 10-week course, by the weeks 11 and 12, okay? You're set up. You have business credit established by the end of this course. You have funding sources. You have your business plan ready to go by the end of this course. By the end of this course, you have a personal coach and a mentor, which is going to be myself. We're going to directly walk you into all of the funding. And the funding that we also provide startup funding. So if you have a business that you're thinking about that you want to start up and you don't have money for it, well, your business plan is going to be created and geared toward funding sources that offer startup funding also. You're going to be provided a list of this in the bonus section of this courses. We offer this in a bonus section because we have to make sure that you have done everything within the course so that you are ready by the end to get business credit, business funding, and everything. So what we do in the bonus section is we have a graduation, we have a photo shoot for all of our students. So no matter where you are, we have a central location where all of the students come to, and we do a photo shoot, and we give out awards, and people tell us about the amount of business credit that they've established since they've been in the course, and they basically tell us the success stories, and they get their awards and everything like that, and they tell us about the funding. But by the end of this course, you have business credit, you have business funding, you have established a business plan, you have a business model, you have resources that you're ready to present your business plan and your business model to. You have resources to get you to startup funding. If that sounds juicy, drop a 1 in a chat if that sounds good. Like one of my students told you earlier today, she accumulated over $50,000 in a 3-month period of time. She really doesn't have to do anything else. $50,000, but to a go-getter, that ain't no money. When you hang around people that make that type of money, that ain't no money for you. Okay? That is no money. You want more. She made that type of money, and she's still working. She's still working a full-time job while working on the side, investing and building her other businesses, okay? So that is the Getting to the Profits course. Now, here's what that means for you. All of you guys that attended this webinar, you get a special discount on the Getting to the Profits course. Drum roll, please. That's why I need my sound effects. Drop some fire, drop some fire, drop some fire. Now, this 10-week course is regularly $3,500. My students pay $3,500 to attend this course. And when I tell you they pay for the course, they pay for the course. If you go to our website right now, gettingtotheprofit.com, or after this, you will see the price for this course for $3,500. If you've ever visited the website because you see me posting it on social media, the course is $3,500, right? But only for the participants of this webinar, we are going to give you a 50% discount. Not necessarily a discount, it's actually a scholarship, right? We're going to get into that, grants and fundings and things of that nature. So I have only 25 slots, which means that's actually a good thing that everybody did not show up to the webinar, because there is only 25 slots, because I only have enough funding for 25 scholarships. 25, 50% off scholarships is only what I have slots for. So it's actually a good thing that we did max out. We did max out the registration, but everybody didn't actually log into the webinar, so they're bad. They will receive the replay, though. I think we are going to send out the replay to everybody that registers so they still can take advantage of this. But if you don't get the replay, you will not have the opportunity to take advantage of the discount or the scholarship, because we have 25 scholarships available. So based on who takes advantage of the scholarships, the time frame that we have here, right? So if you get the scholarship, your price to attend our 10-week course is just going to be $1,750. You're going to get a 50% discount, $1,750. Y'all drop some fire in the chat if you love 50% off, if you love a discount, if you love a sale, if you love Ross, Marshalls, a discount stove. Let me know, let me know, let me know, right? $1,750 is going to be the discount for the course, okay? Those of you that know and that paid their $3,500, they already know. That is some fire. Those of you that attended my course, know. Now, I know we don't all have $1,750 laying around. Now, I do. I pay for courses all the time. I know you may not have $1,750 laying around, but keep in mind that you have to invest in yourself in order to get to the next level. You have to invest in yourself. It leaves some slots available for you to bring in your business partner and other people that you're in with to take this course with you. It feels so much better when you have somebody to take the course with you, okay? Now, what we're going to do for the people that are on this call tonight, you can lock your spot in. You can save your spot in the school, right? You can save your spot for the next 10-week course that is going to be starting up. And what we do is we meet live every Monday. So this is not some internet course where you log in and you're doing everything by yourself and you still have to guess and wonder what's going on. So literally every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, we log in via Zoom. And we're live. We are live going through each module. You have me every week for the next 10 to 12 weeks to pick my brain, to ask your questions. You also get 1 hour a week, one-on-one sessions with me while you're enrolled in school, okay? We also do other events during the 12-week session where you're interacting with the students, okay? The 10-week business course, we also have a private group that all of the students are in, and they get to communicate in, and we also drop different nuggets and freebies into that group, okay? So to lock in your spot to get all of this juiciness is just $250, okay? So you can pay $250 as your down payment today, tonight, to lock in your spot. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get some spots locked in while we're here on the webinar. Go ahead and lock in your spot now. We have just dropped the link to lock your spot in into the chat. So if you're going to go ahead and lock your spot in at the $250, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. If this sounds good and you want to go ahead and lock in your spot now, go ahead and click the link that Courtney just dropped in the chat. Okay, you guys, Courtney is my personal assistant, so she's definitely helping out tonight. I definitely appreciate her. Like I told you in the beginning, I cannot do it alone. So click that link if you're locking in your spot tonight for the $250. I'm actually going to be shouting some people out on the webinar tonight that's going ahead and taking immediate action and massive action on their success. They know they need help, and they're going to get the help now. So $250 is going to go ahead and lock in that spot for you guys, okay? Now, if you want to go ahead and you're a big old boss like me and you already ready and you want to take advantage of being able to tap into a millionaire every Monday night and being able to have access to that person and tap their brain, and you want to just go ahead and get it out the way. You don't really like bills or payment plans or that type of thing, and you want to just go ahead and pay your $1,750 right off the jump. You can also do that. We love that. It's less administrative work for us. Keep in mind, if you do choose the payment plan option, there is a $20 administrative fee added to all the payment plan options. So when you add that up, it is going to be a slightly different price if you choose the payment plan, okay? So you can pay the full price of $1,750. Now, keep in mind, on Monday nights, our classes go about 3 hours long, sometimes even longer, depending on how interactive the students are. So this is about 3 hours that we make plans for. I always tell the students, be prepared to for a minimum of 1 hour and at the max 3 hours. No, a minimum of 2 hours, I'm sorry, and at the max 4 hours that we are on Monday night. And because we don't shortchange anything, we give up all the game, and it's very juicy. So if you're one of these people that just want to get it out the way and you want to pay the $1,750 the link is in the chat for you to drop and go ahead and pay the $17.50, okay? So you can pay $250 to lock your spot in, or you can pay $17.50 to go ahead and pay that outright if you want to do it that way, okay? Most people just go ahead and pay that $250 and just lock in their spot. If you pay the $250, there's a couple more options. You can do 3 payments of $500, and you'll receive an email with the payment schedule in there. So you'll make 3 payments of $500, and your course will be paid for, or you'll do 4 payments of $375. Okay? Y'all can break that down. $375, 4 payments of $375. So just think, is your career, are you getting to the profits, or you turning your business into $1 million business? Is that worth $1,750? Is that worth $375 to you for you to get the information that you need? Remember, the reason that you are not where you want to be in life and business, the reason that you are not where you want to be in your business professionally is because there's something that you do not know. You're going to forever be stuck in that position if you don't seek help and seek help now, okay? So you have a couple options there. Now, I know everybody is not on this type of budget, and everybody, you know, some people are hesitant and they don't really know, you know. They don't know that they don't know. They don't know. They just want to see. They say, you know what? I don't really know yet. I don't really know yet. So for those people that just want to test the waters, they don't really know yet, I have something for you also. So what I have is our monthly membership to our private business group. Our private business coaching group. That way you still get access to me, but it's on a monthly basis. It's not as intense as a 10-week business course, and you don't get all the perks of that. Those for the people that's not a big old boss yet, that ain't ready. They ain't ready to go to big old boss status like the girl, okay? So for you all that are not just ready yet, you want to kind of put your feet in the water, you don't jump right into the pool, you don't climb up on the diving board just yet. If that's you, we have our monthly coaching private groups, okay? What comes with that is $20 a month, and it's billed monthly. That means you would join the coaching group tonight, and it's $20. And some of my students, this is new, so you're not even a part of this coaching group. Once your session is over, and we're getting ready to do our graduation and our and all of that for this current group of students that I have in class right now, you're going to need to be in the coaching program, in our $20 a month coaching program that's billed monthly. So if you're that person, you're not sure, or your money is not ready yet, and that's okay, but you still want to take advantage of having this community like Phil, you still want to be able to get the nuggets from me that you need to grow your business. We put documents in there right now. We have the credit repair letters available in our private Facebook group. The other students, they drop a lot of nuggets in a private Facebook group. You get 2 group coaching sessions with me per month. They're not one-on-ones, but I go live in the private group, and we get 2 group coaching sessions where you actually get to have a Q&A with me, and I give you guys like 1 hour worth of coaching. I drop business tips, you get credit tips, you get money tips, and you get a lot more in that $20 a month membership group. So the link for that is also in the chat. So there you have it, you guys. That is my offer for you today. That is what I have for you today, okay? You can lock your spot in for $250 right now. You can make a full payment of $17.50, or you can simply join our monthly coaching program. Go ahead and click one of those links in the chat right now and do whichever one that you're going to do. If this was juicy to you today, let me know. I'm going to be shouting out those of you that have signed up for the monthly coaching program and those of you that have locked in your spot. So once you click the link and you pay your $20 for your monthly coaching program, go ahead and let everybody in the chat know that you've done it so I can shout you out, so we can know who's ready to make a move, who's ready to get to the profits and to get to the profits now. Go ahead and let me know if you already secured your spot. I hear my phone over here going off, so I am going to look and see if somebody has already signed up, so I can go ahead and shout them out, okay? So I can go ahead and shout them out. Shout them out. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Okay, that's somebody texting me. I'm not even sure who it is. I do apologize. I do apologize. I don't have you saved in. But what I do want you to do is go ahead and drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat if that's you talking to me. I do understand. So for the people that are on here, we are going to keep this offer valid until I believe the end of the week, right, Courtney? I believe we're going to keep this offer valid to the end of the week. I know it's the middle of the week. Some of us are not getting paid till Friday and Saturday. I know a lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck. No problem at all. What you can do in the meantime is go ahead and join that monthly coaching, okay? Click the link in the chat and join the monthly coaching program. That way you don't miss anything, and that pretty much locks in your spot, you guys. I am going to get ready to wrap this up because I do not want our video recording to end. That way I am able to send over the recording. Yes, okay, so Friday is the deadline for this sale to lock in the school at 17:50. I'm going to open up the floor for about 5 minutes just in case anybody has any questions, any comments about the school, about anything that we discussed, about any of the documents that you are going to receive later on this evening. We can open up the line. You can unmute yourself, and you can tap in. Now, I do not want you guys to send a monthly payment to me. You have to click the link so that you're included and will be given access. So what I want you guys to do is go ahead and click that link and make the monthly payment there. Do not send the monthly payments to me directly, okay? There's a team, and the team needs to know who is signed up, and I don't want you to miss anything by sending the money to me because I'll be super, super busy, okay? So go ahead and click that link for me. I would greatly appreciate it. The link that Courtney dropped in the chat. If you do not have the link and you want to be sent an invoice, you can drop your email in the chat so we can grab it really quick and we can possibly send you an invoice. But I really appreciate if you just click the link, okay? So any questions before I wrap up this webinar? You can unmute yourself and you can ask any questions concerning anything that you want to ask. Even if you want to say how great the webinar was, or you're going to be sharing it, whatever you need to know. If you're going to be joining our monthly group coaching sessions, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. We are so happy to have you. You can chime in and let us know you're happy to be here. Anybody got anything to say before we wrap this up? All right. Okay, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy your freebies. This has been great. I know we went a little bit over. We are doing another webinar. Just check the flyer and make sure y'all visit gettingtotheprofits.com, okay? Visit gettingtotheprofits.com. We have a lot of training for entrepreneurs on there. We have some mini courses on there for you guys. A lot of the courses, a lot of things that we cover in a 10-week course, there's many courses for those things. Like there's a mini business credit course. There's a mini personal credit course. I know $1,750, a lot of people can't afford that, so there's definitely some mini courses on there. Go ahead and take advantage of that. Like I stated before, you guys have until Friday to take advantage of locking in your spot for $250 and to take advantage of the $1,750. This webinar is officially over. Thank you very much for attending, and be on the lookout for our next free masterclass. It only gets better, okay? see you guys. Okay, Shonda, all right. Shonda says she just got in for her monthly coaching. Awesome, awesome. She's ready to take it to the next level. Thank you, thank you, thank you, girl. Look forward to having you in our monthly coaching program. Anybody else has signed up before I exit out? That way you get your recognition while we're on here with the rest of the students. If not, once you get that, you're going to be redirected to your congratulations email, okay? I will see you guys in the 10-week coaching program or our monthly sessions. Have a great night. Let's see. I'm going to end it.